today I'm reviewing the SkinMedica Even and Correct Dark Spot Cream, and this video is brought to you by the No BS Beauty newsletter. And if you notice, I have 3 of these boxes here. Somehow I end up with 3 of them, so sign up for my newsletter. These are worth, I think each bottle of these is worth about $50 or so. Yeah, $88? $88? Is that possible? So sign up for my newsletter because I'll be giving one of these away for free, because somehow I end up with 2 of them for free on accident. So anyway, sign up for the newsletter. Okay, so they say this fast-acting spot treatment addresses even the most stubborn dark spots left by skin damage from acne or sun exposure. Or dark spots can occur from millions of other reasons, but 2 of the most common things are acne and sun exposure, so use sunscreen. Okay, first criteria is packaging. You've got a little plastic squeeze tube, no issues with that. In terms of denatured drying types of alcohol, it does not contain any of those. And in terms of fragrance, it has no noticeable scent and no fragrance ingredients, so that's wonderful. Some certain products from SkinMedica occasionally have a little bit of fragrance in them, so this one does not, and it's really wonderful. So, and then in terms of the manufacturing location, this one is made in the US, so no issues with that. Okay, so on to ease of use. So I end up with 3 of these, and it is very easy to use. I will say it's a little bit on the thick side. I have been using this for a while. For a while I've tested these, and I've been focused on directly applying it to hyperpigmentation spots, aka mainly focused on my forehead, which is the worst spots. I thought about just getting bangs. Then I wouldn't have to do anything ever again. I don't know. I always had bangs growing up, and then I wouldn't even have to worry about it. But anyway, it seems too simple, right? So I've been focusing on just applying it there because it does have a little bit of thick texture to it. So I recommend using this in your evening routine after cleansing, toning, and serums. Kind of use this before your moisturizer because it does have the texture of a moisturizer to it. It is on the thick side. I think it's got Dimethicone pretty high up on the ingredient list. But once it smooths into skin, it does feel nice, and no issues with that. But if you apply it with a lot of other products or too many thick products, it can pill up a bit, which in my evening routine typically doesn't bother me a whole time. My morning routine, I'll start over everything again. I don't love the texture of it, but it does work well. It's got a lot of good ingredients in it, so the thick texture, I understand it. It's not my favorite texture. I prefer lighter ones, but this works just fine. So I will say, if you're going to use this, be sure to use sunscreen in the daytime. There's no reason to focus on correcting all of these dark spots and then not use sunscreen. The other day, I heard somebody talking about using a peel, and then, or they mentioned you doing a peel, and then the next time I saw them, they're talking about going tanning. I'm like, why? Like, what? Yeah, anyway. It makes no sense. You might as well just burn your face off. I don't know, whatever. It made no sense to me. Okay, so no issues with that. It sets to kind of a matte finish that is non-sticky, non-tacky. So it does feel nice on skin once it soaks in. So no issues with ease of use, very easy to use, but it is kind of tiny. I think they have a larger size as well, but anyway. Okay, so beneficial ingredients in this one. So this one's an interesting product because they've got a ton of ingredients in here that all work to brighten skin in different ways. So first off, we've got niacinamide. It's in everything now, just like hyaluronic acid was 2 years ago. Now niacinamide is in everything. It's anti-acne and skin brightening. Next up, we have tranexamic acid, which is skin brightening ingredients, also skin soothing. But it's a great ingredient for brightening skin. If you haven't tried anything with tranexamic acid in it, it's worth trying. Next up, we have glycolic acid, which is an AHA exfoliant. It helps brighten up skin and help with skin texture and softening skin up. Next up, we've got Tetrahexyldecyl Ascorbate, which is a vitamin C derivative that may offer antioxidant and brightening benefits for skin. May also help with collagen production, not known as much as ascorbic acid. Okay, next up, we've got Kojic Dipalmitate, which is a derivative of kojic acid that may, I put that in quotes, be superior in terms of whitening and brightening, even in small amounts. Next up, we've got Phenylethyl Resorcinol, antioxidant skin brightening ingredients, actually taken from a type of pine tree. And there's studies that show it after about 3 months of use, the people using it, about 57% noticed a benefit in terms of brightening. So I think that makes it worth checking out. We've got water lotus, which is an ingredient that may help with fibroblast production, anti-aging. We've got retinol, This product does hit everything. We've got exfoliants, we've got vitamin C, we've got retinol, and then everything people are told not to use together are all together. So, use your best judgment. You know what I mean? When people say you can't use this and this and this together, sometimes it's certain formulations, certain pHs, sensitive skin. So I think SkinMedica knows a lot. I don't think they're going to throw all these ingredients in that are going to irritate people. So anyway, so retinol, anti-aging ingredient from vitamin A that helps brighten skin, also helps with fine lines and wrinkles. We've got thiamulin-4 peptide, which is a cell-communicating peptide that helps with skin regeneration. We've got licorice root, antioxidant, soothing, brightening ingredient. We've got ceramide, skin identical ingredient, vitamin E, antioxidant, bisabolol, soothing ingredient, algae, helps with skin protecting, allantoin, skin soothing, and then squalane, skin identical ingredient, antioxidant. So a nice list of everything in there. In terms of animal testing, so about 50-50 sites say it's cruelty-free and others say it's not. The SkinMedica website states that they're cruelty-free, and resources agree, such as Dermstore and Derm Avenue. I never knew SkinMedica. Last time I reviewed it, I don't remember thinking it was cruelty-free, but perhaps something has changed since then. So leave a comment with your thoughts, but SkinMedica says they are, Dermstore says they are, Derm Avenue says they are. I mean, I guess they are more familiar with this specific brand than I would be, so I guess I'm going to go with them. But if you have any comments, leave them below, or maybe something changed recently. Okay, in terms of performance, so for what this product promises to be an exfoliator that helps reduce the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, helps to lighten visible sun damage, and helps prevent sun damage. I would say this helps with most of those. It definitely helps lightening sun damage. I started testing this one out when it was still winter out. I really like to focus on brightening as much as I can during the winter, and then really focus on preventing things in the summer, and then in the winter go back to that. So it definitely helps with that. It helps prevent sun damage from a few of the ingredients, especially the algae can be protecting. Let's see, it may very slightly help with the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles due to the inclusion of retinol and glycolic acid, which can both help with collagen production in skin. It may help a little bit with prevention with the algae, but you're better off in your morning routine using vitamin C and ascorbic acid and using something like this at night. That's just my thoughts on it. So, but there's nothing wrong with using this in the morning. But if you do, it's got retinol and glycolic acid in it. It's not worth messing around with in the morning. It's worth using at night and focusing on something else in the morning. So, so this one was nice. It helped brighten my skin up. I didn't notice as much brightening as I have with some other products, such as like the Topicals Faded or the Regimen Lab Level Serum, but I did notice some brightening with this, so that's nice to see. But for something so expensive, I expect a little bit more, maybe. But then again, it tries to do a little bit of everything. And it's hard to do everything all in one product, especially given things like the pH and different derivatives and how they may interact with each other. So, and if you're going to start using this one, start very slowly because it does have a ton of actives in here. So I'm going to start slowly and prevent irritation. I started using this 2 or 3, 4 days in a row. And then after that, I was like, I can't do it again because my skin's starting to get super dry and irritated. So, okay, in terms of acne-prone skin, we've got 3 ingredients of note. We've got Laureth 23, squalane, and Dimethicone. So keep that one in mind. And again, if you're going to start using this, you're going to want to use it for months before you judge it too much. At least 2 or 3 months. Sometimes 4 to 5 more months. And the packaging is small. You don't get a lot. So this is 15 milliliters or half an ounce. And it's $88. Which is really expensive. Unless I got that wrong and there's another large size and it was $88, I might have disposed that, but anyway. Either way, it was expensive. I'm not going to complain to accidentally get 2 additional boxes. Last but not least, in terms of the it factor, it's okay. If I had spent the $88 and just got one of these, I would be disappointed. The fact that I got a couple more boxes makes me not as disappointed. So, but if I had just gotten one and it was $88, I think I'd be kind of disappointed. Anyway, so there's some dupes or alternatives, including the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta on the spot corrector. I've not tried that one. The Urban Skin RX Retinol Rapid Repair and Dark Spot Corrector. I have tried that. And the Dipology Anti-Aging Retinol Night Cream. And I have not tried that, but those are some alternatives or dupes. And most of those, I think the Urban Skin is going to be a little bit more affordable, and the other ones are going to be a little bit pricey. So, okay. So with a 10 being a perfect score, I give this one an 8. It is darn expensive. So keep that one in mind if you're going to check it out. It's pricey, but if you subscribe to my newsletter, you can get a freebie to try it yourself. So be sure to check that out. And I will see you guys more tomorrow. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.